大家
大家好,
好
and welcome to White
White
Gaze,
Gaze,
where we white gaze upon the drama
the looks,
and the language of our newest favorite Chinese television show, Empresses in the Palace, otherwise known as.
甄嬛传,
I'm Trenty,
and I'm Big Westy.
and
And
today,
are you going to be eating this whole time?
okay, I literally have one orange that I'm trying to eat. I am tired and I need my fruit.
Well, you know what? I also have a little snack right now. So the girls have been asking if we are going to have an episode this week. I've had people texting me.
Oh my God.
And we're busy girls. We've got a lot going on.
A lot.
We are not in the same city right now.
Yeah,
This
we are
is
overcoming a lot of challenges to bring you this top quality entertainment.
White Gaze late night. We're doing this late at night.
Yes, everybody give props and flowers to Big Westy for staying up way past his bedtime.
Um and it was supposed to be late night last night, but there was scheduling that didn't happen,
Mm,
and I had a dick appointment,
yeah.
and I went there, and I'm always talking about how I'm trying to get pregnant.
Mm,
But this concubine that I had to serve
yeah.
is not baby daddy material
Um,
because he does not live here. And so I have fucking cassava chips so I can abort his baby.
You did not buy cassava chips for the
Cassava
pod.
chips.
Oh my God, they look like a little spicy too.
I did. I got the chili balando flavor. So I have learned that these cassava chips are a product of Indonesia,
Okay.
and they're not
Good.
they're not bad.
Okay. Well,
I think that maybe cassava is like a type of starch. I didn't think about that before I said it. Oh my god, no, I didn't. I didn't think about that before I said it.
Oh my God. Oh. Well, while you are aborting your baby, ow.
I think I think it's like a potato kind of.
Oh. Yeah, I think it is definitely a root, a root that is ground.
A
Um,
root. That's what I meant to say instead of starch.
I am currently on tour with what is lovingly known as the baby play. No, I do not get into that. But I'm in Suzhou and oh, but yeah, also the plague got me. Did we talk about that yet? The plague in the palace?
I don't know where you said last week.
I was so sick last week I had to cancel a show.
I know, but like last week when we recorded, were you sick?
No, I was not sick. Dr. Wen got me with that Jojo Joe.
It's also that's really nice if you put a little bit of lemon juice in it and also like a little drop of honey.
Well, I don't have those things, but I do have some hot water.
But the 999 is already a little sweet.
It's kind of minty to me.
It's a little minty, a little sweet. Do you also have the other one? The cough syrup?
Yeah, I do. It's very thick and tastes not great.
I don't mind the taste of that one. It's also like kind of sweet. Sweet like honey.
Very cool. I think it's
So in the last episode, Jen Huan was really sad because Roly Poly Guiren was murdered in cold blood, but has no way to prove it. Meanwhile, Hua Fei was serving down because her brother was slain in the wars. Unfortunately, she did get gaslit by the emperor because she thought that meant she was going to be promoted to Hua Gui Fei. Instead, she was just given Gui Fei. So she
Mhm.
got really embarrassed and pissed off about that altercation. But also there was some drama because Chi Fei was getting a little nervous. And so at the end of the episode, she decided to send Zhen Huan some tasty, tasty treats. Unfortunately, though, Zhen Huan was alerted by Anling Rong that they were poisoned with oleander because everybody knows that she was drinking that cassia twig soup, which would have caused her baby to die.
Yeah, she was warned by Anling Rong, but Anling Rong also told Chi Fei that it would kill the baby.
To do it. Right. Right. So the scheming.
And who is to not say that the Empress did not tell Anling Rong to tell Chi Fei?
I do feel that now that Beaverhausen told us about all of the conspiracies, my brain is folding in on itself too much, like Inception. Like,
I think everything is a conspiracy. Yeah.
when is she faking and when is she real? Because that's how we begin this episode. The Empress has summoned Chi Fei to her office. She's told Chi Fei to kneel. And she begins this episode by being like, do you recognize these tasty, tasty treats?
Chi Fei says no and says that she doesn't know what's going on. But then the Empress slams the plate and she doesn't know the words.
No, I think Ada Choi knew the words. I just don't think whoever was doing the voiceover knew the words. But she does.
The lip sync assassin has been assassinated.
Well, I'm just giving it up to the props department because imagine how many times they had to do this scene and she had to really slap those treats across the room. The plate probably broke. It was a really intense opening for this scene. Because she's basically being like, I've caught you, and if Zhen Huan didn't come to me, if she had gone to the Emperor instead, like,
it would have been over.
Dead. She'd be like, we would be at your grave.
Yeah. Wait, was it in this episode or was it the last episode where she was like crying to her about like, I'm nervous because my son doesn't have any favor?
This episode. This is why she was like, I'm so sorry, Empress. Like, please have mercy on me. I did it because of this and this and this. Which, by the way, the Empress planted these ideas in her brain last episode too.
Yeah, that's that. Okay, I'm thinking double. Yeah, in the last episode, she's like, yeah, well, if you don't watch out, like, this bitch is gonna have a boy, and your son is going to be left in the dirt.
Right.
Because nobody likes your son. Nobody really likes you.
Right.
And everybody loves Zhen Huan.
Right. So if it were to come to light that you did something this bad to Zhen Huan specifically, the Emperor would have no problem killing you. Sorry, bitch. And she's like, well, I have to punish you somehow. And Chi Fei's like, yes, I'll do any punishment. And she's like, bitch, I have custody of your son now.
What the hell?
She's like, you cannot visit your son unless I tell him to. Your son's going to pack his bags, move into my house. And from here on out, you can come and visit him. But he is technically my son and not yours.
Yeah, but then she's also like, but we're going to keep it a secret. We're not going to tell everybody that this is happening. And if people ask, then we'll come up with an excuse. What was the excuse that they were going to come up with?
No, I think this is what it was. I think they weren't going to say it, but then if people were asking around about like, well, what was Chi Fei's punishment, then they would just tell them this specifically. But they weren't going to make a big deal about his move. They weren't going to like formally declare, okay, Chi Fei's son is now living with the Empress.
What are they going to tell the Emperor?
I don't think the Emperor goes over there like that.
He does on the half quarter blue moon, new moon.
On the 15th of the month.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's like inspecting the children's playrooms, especially given that she had a child before that died. I don't think he goes there.
Well, we'll get into that. In the next scene, we see Zhen Huan and Jinxi, and they're just like pretty much setting up for the episode. Like, we need to be careful, going through all of the things that have happened before. We had Fucha Guiren lost her baby, and Roly-poly Guiren was killed.
Murdered.
All these things are happening, and they're just basically talking about how she needs to be careful.
But isn't it because they know that the Emperor and the Empress are about to go on vacation? on a little day trip.
Yes, that's why they bring it up.
Because she's like, listen, when the Emperor and the Empress are here, it's fine, but you gotta be extra careful now, because when Daddy's gone, you know they're gonna put Hua Gui Fei in charge.
Do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, Jinhuan says something about like stuff like this. It's like a cycle. It keeps happening, and she's like, one day I could be the victim, but like also one day I could be the villain.
如同一个轮回，昨日是你，明日是他，人人受害，人人害人，就像一个怪圈，实在是可怕。后宫。
Right. It's like the Joker origin. Like something traumatic has happened to all of these girlies to make them this villainous. But to be honest, I do not care. Happy International Women's Day to everybody except for that scheming, conniving cunt Hua Fei.
She's just a character. The actress, Happy Women's Day too. What's the actress? Do we know the actress's name?
Her.
Wow, what are you actively doing to help women on this International Women's Day besides not knowing their names?
I'm entertaining their children.
Amazing show.
Work. And I'm sucking off their husbands.
Oh, so they don't have to.
Oh my God, no, I really did that.
You're telling me your concubine was already married?
That was a joke, but I was sucking dick in the bathroom this weekend.
What?
Of a married man.
We were together this weekend.
Yeah, the day before that.
Oh, you told me about that. You told me about that. There's some drama there, so.
Do it.
Next question. We see the Empress and Jinhuan are chatting, and she's like, we're gonna keep this a secret. This is the punishment that I gave her, but we're gonna keep it on the low.
I don't remember the scene at all.
Because it's just a very quick one. But it's like another situation because the Empress is like, you know, we're leaving and we're putting Hua Fei in charge, and we know that you two, like, the girls like to tussle. So let us know anything that happens.
No, that is not what they were saying. Oh, I actually do remember this. She was like, you need to be understanding of Hua Fei. To just go with it because you know that she's above you. You know that she's going to be a cunt to you, so you're just going to have to deal with it. Which I think is not women uplifting women. I think that is women enabling the patriarchy. Because what are these ranks? What are these roles? Just because you have a high rank does not mean that you have the authority to be such a conniving, evil little cunt, which we will see later. So I'm just thinking, Empress, you need to, don't be talking to Jinhuan. You need to go talk to Hua Gui Fei and be like, listen, bitch, while we're gone, don't be a fucking cunt.
Well, she did say all those things, but at the end, she did say, if there is any Hushuo, then let me know.
Well, it's going to be pretty hard for her to, you know, send a carrier pigeon with what happens later.
Also, like, I don't know if I'm reading into this too much, but like at the end of it, maybe this was just some sort of like scene transition mumbo jumbo. But she's like, oh, by the way, how's your scar?
No, I think you are onto it.
She's like, oh no, it's great. Like, anything wrong is giving me this really fierce Maderma, not Moderna, Maderma.
Oh, okay. Amazing.
I was on it.
No, I think that you're actually onto something because after she's like, yeah, I'm putting this thing on from anything wrong, she's like, great. How many times a day are you following the precise instructions that she gave you for its application?
Yeah, she's like, she's a very stable girl and she's very trustworthy. You should keep her around. Right. Which I was like, you know what? I'm kind of into this too. But then, so we have all of that business, and then we cut to the next scene, and anything wrong comes in, and she's like, I brought scar cream.
A little birdie told me you loved it.
No, I wasn't quite like that. She was like, hey, Jinhuan was like, hey, I need some scar cream. And she's like, I already brought some. I read your mind. I brought some.
We are true GMA.
Yes. And this is all that we get out of Anne from this scene, besides some like sad eyes, because the Emperor walks in.
Mm. Mm.
Um, and then here I go again, thinking about the theories, because he's like, how's your health? Like, how's everything going? And Anne goes, is Dr. Wen coming to see you? She's like, no, he's busy doing other things, like busy taking care of Shemei Zhuang. Like, Dr. Zhang is coming to see me.
Yeah, she's like, what? Why you bring him up? What?
Yeah, so I
He's doing
like
plague stuff. He's doing the plague. What do
maybe
you mean? I don't
maybe
know a Dr.
maybe
Wen.
maybe I am like thinking too much into that, but it's like, why did you have to ask that? Why does it
It
matter?
does
The
seem
doctor's coming. The doctor's coming. Why does it matter if it's Dr. Wen or
does she know, does Anling Rong know, if we go back,
not?
you know the relationship between Jin Huan and Dr. Wen? Because she may be trying to plant some evil seeds.
But also the Emperor comes in. He is less like, you need to follow Hua Fei's orders, but he's like, Hua Fei is going to be in charge and you need to be careful. And she's like, yeah, I'm not going to be doing any kneeling. I'm probably just going to stay in the house.
Famous last words. Famous last words.
Who is Shalan?
Salang.
Shalan.
Oh,
Shilan.
no, you're right. I was actually really worried about this too. I was like, girl, am I missing something? But
Is it Hua Fei?
no, it's Hua Fei's real name.
Oh, well, he's just name dropping like that.
I think to me, if he's using her name in this way, it's to sort of drop the formalities and to really speak to her on like a husband to wife level. Like, that bitch Sarah, she's gonna do Sarah things, not, Principal Williams.
Well, because first Jen Huan's like, "Oh, you have too many concubines to worry about," and he goes, "Well, if I was not the emperor, I would have the empress as my wife, and I would keep you and Shilan as my concubines, and that would be it."
Which to me actually does mean that he does love her. He's not like gaslighting Hua Fei that much.
I don't know. I'm ready to find out why she can't get pregnant.
I think we know.
Do we?
Well, we'll get into it because it becomes part of the plot later. So anyways, mommy and daddy go off to the temple. They're going off to the temple so that they can pray for a prince.
Yeah, and Hua Fei looks really good in her leaving outfit. I think everything has been really stepped up now that she is
Gui Fei.
Gui Fei. Yeah.
Expensive Fei.
Is that what Gui stands for?
Yeah.
Expensive?
Yeah. Same as Gui Ren. Expensive lady.
Okay. Bitch, you can't even spell Gui Fei.
You're right, you can't.
No, what's the one that I can't see? Gui Ren is Gui. Yeah, Gui and Ren together fucks me up. But Gui Fei is easier because they rhyme.
Oh, I'm just a little Gui Wen.
I'm a Gui Wen. They leave in the fabulous caravan and all the reds and golds. And
Did you
Fei
notice
is
there's not a horse in sight?
No, they're walking. I don't think they're very far. We've in the episode later they get the news to the emperor very quick.
Yeah, but I guess I'm just thinking like you're still having literal humans carry you.
Yeah, let's exploit a horse rather than a human.
Wow,
like,
you really
hey,
think slavery is better than animal exploitation?
Trash.
Jean Fei is like, it's hot out here. This pregnant bitch should not be out here. She needs to sit down. And
Hua Fei claps back real
Hua Fei is
fast.
like,
节里六宫之权，但妃就是妃，贵妃就是贵妃，只差一字就得低人一等，低人一等便要俯首帖耳，不得违逆。景妃，你懂吗？是。
excuse me, I am Gui Fei and you are Fei. You will speak when you are spoken to, and
And not
no
before.
other time.
By the way,
Uh-uh.
also, we came up at the same time and you were like my servant. So even if by like some stroke of dumb luck the Emperor does decide to make you my equal once again, you will never be my equal because you served me in the past and you will always remember that. And I will
You will
always
always remember
remind you of
that.
that. And so if I don't ask you to speak directly, I need you to keep your fucking mouth shut. Thank you.
And we're gonna take a break on that one. And we're back. Before we start, I have questions and not about the show.
Oh.
Bitch, on my fucking YouTube, I don't know who has been logged into my YouTube or what they have been looking at, but I'm getting like a fucking like Ford F-150 commercial or something, and it has got, maybe it was that bitch that was the judge on Drag Race and nobody knew who she was.
Who?
Exactly, who? Because it is this girl and she is singing this song, and I wrote this down in my notes because I was like, what the fuck is going on? She's singing this song about the Ford or the Dodge Ram or whatever it is, and it is a country song, and it
Mm.
is like a very pretty girl driving her truck, and she says the lyrics of the song are, "My heart is like a truck drug through the mud."
Did you just say wig?
Yes.
I know, wig. I feel that already.
What is wig?
People in the South are really going through it.
Yeah, let's put our paws up for the people of the South.
Okay, so now back to China, where Jin Fei and Zhen Huan enter back into Zhen Huan's palace,
Mm.
and the doctors come in to check her,
Oh.
to check her pulse.
Mm. Very important. I'm so glad they did that. Did you check your pulse today?
No, I did not. But they keep talking about the scorching heat of the summer. There's visible fog coming out of their mouth.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't check
Yes.
that. Oh. Oh, this must be one of those scenes where they had to put like the ice cubes in their mouth.
Yeah. Oh, I'll go back and look at that picture that Enema sent me. Enema sent me a picture where you can like see an ice cube in the mouth from one of the scenes. Yeah, there's fog coming out of the mouths. I didn't recognize it the first time that I saw it because again I was watching it at the gym on the treadmill. But whenever I rewatched it, I like caught it in Jean Fei's mouth first, and then I'm like watching it. I'm like, they are all like hella
Shivering.
fogs coming out. Yeah. Especially the doctor. And they also did a really nice job of letting us know that Zhen Han was sick by not putting a lipstick on her, rather putting a concealer on the lips to make her look
Damn.
pale. And
And
they said you're fine, but you seem like a little bit troubled. What's going on?
why are you sad? And they're like, bitch, my friend died. Like, why is everybody shocked that she's sad about that? I'm just so like, nobody seems to give a shit about death and passing in this palace. It must happen too frequently. I mean,
It does happen too frequently.
remember those two doctors that got stabbed in the middle of the night and their heads were chopped off? Like, nobody's crying
You
about
mean
them
yesterday?
anymore. Right. It's too wild to me. And so how dare these doctors come in and be like, girl, being sad is not good for your baby. Try smiling. Have you tried that? Before we move on, Jing Fei and Zhen Huan do go back and forth when Zhen Huan is like, listen, girl, you're doing too much. Do not speak up for me and get in trouble. And she's like, listen, I don't mind doing it now, but hopefully you know from this example that in the future I may not be able to protect you.
Yeah.
Again, we are just setting up for what is to come. I was not ready.
And the next scene, little short little scene, is a big setup because it's Hua Fei. She's got her little monologue in the mirror, and she's like, "I'm gonna have to take care of that one."
What better opportunity than when daddy's gone to take care of what needs to be taken care of?
And that's what she says is take care of. I have to take care of Jinhwan. What the fuck you mean I need to take care of her?
Right, you think you're gonna take care of it, but you did not do what needed to be done.
This is premeditated murder.
Literally, literally.
We have it recorded.
This show is not called Zhenhuan Zhuan anymore. It's called Infanticide Files.
What was that first word?
Infanticide.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I don't. Okay, I'm getting the root words here. I'm putting them together.
The infanticide.
Aside, yeah. Where'd you learn that? SVU?
Yeah. Mariska Hargitay, thank you.
And that hot guy, what's his name? Chris
Maloney.
Ooh. And then we go back to Jinhwan. I guess it's next day. And they're talking about like, oh, my back hurts. I'm just like, no matter how much I sleep, I'm still tired. And she states that she has gone to Hua Fei's every single day.
Right. She is summoning everybody more than the Empress ever did because she just loves the power and she loves forcing these girls to hear her talk.
Yeah,
so it does seem like the Emperor and the Empress have gone far away. Or they're gone for more than just a day.
Yeah, they're gone for a while, but I don't think that they're very far. I don't know if this is important. It's brought up a lot. She mentions that she doesn't like the smell of the incense at Hua Fei's.
Yes, and I do think this is important.
Okay,
but I do think there's a setup here happening too.
With what?
Because she's like, yeah, she calls me every day and like we're on their way now. It doesn't seem to me like she says anything about being late.
So she hasn't been late before.
She's never been late. So I'm just thinking like, did Hua Fei on purpose like call all the girls like 10 minutes earlier and then give her call time 10 minutes later and then be like, girl, you're 10 minutes late? That's what it read like to me.
It could have been that, but also Jinhwan is like, I'm gonna take my time because I'm sick.
And also I'm pregnant.
I also like we have to stand Jinxi, Woman of the Month, Woman Doctor. She suggests that Jinhwan get some hot water and some rest.
Yeah.
Chinese Doctor of the Year.
When you let women work, they will exceed your wildest imaginations.
You know, that's where modern Chinese medicine got it from, was from Jinxi.
It makes sense.
Pioneer.
Oh, amazing.
So this is when Zhou Ninghai comes in, wobbles in. Yes, I'm being ableist. And
you're allowed to be ableist against this fucking awful human being.
Well, I don't like his fucking face.
We can just call him Greg Abbott from here on out.
Yeah, okay, so Greg Abbott walks in.
No, he doesn't.
That's the joke. Greg Abbott walks into a bar. No, he doesn't. Yes, fuck you, Greg Abbott. He hobbles in and he has like a smirk on his face. He always has a smirk on his face, and he's like, ooh, you have to come. I know you're sick, but you have to come. And we get Spicy Vermilion is back.
Yes, thank God. And she is saying what needs to be said. We love it when women are advocating for women.
No, we didn't stutter. And I don't know if you heard us correctly, but she's sick and she's not going.
前些日子，连皇后娘娘都说了，小主有孕在身，连每日的请安都能免则免。何况现在身子不适，就算是皇后娘娘在，那也是不必去的。
华贵妃知道。
And he's like, it doesn't matter, little girl.
She's like, well, I don't think that the emperor will be very happy about this. Like, it's going to be a whole thing. It's very disrespectful because she is basically the emperor right now. Because she's in charge. It's very disrespectful, and it's not going to be good for any of us if you do not show up today.
I fucking hate this.
So she's like, okay, I'll go, but you have to give me a second.
Right.
Like, I have to gather myself.
So maybe so that's why she was mad. It wasn't that she was late, it's that she was going to skip.
Yeah, and we see this because we cut to Hua Fei. And she is speaking like she is the Huang Ho.
Well, was it earlier when she's doing her evil monologue where she's like, and
Well,
if
this is
I was
another.
in charge, then I would rule with an iron whip because that's what this harem needs.
This is also an evil monologue, and she's like, "How dare these bitches become late whenever in my palace, under my rule?" Yeah, this is the time. Yes.
Yeah, she's like going full Maleficent, like, and not even in the really hot Angelina Jolie way, in just the really, really evil purple dragon bitch.
That sounds like one of those Lost in Translation big wink. Big wink. It sounds like one of those Lost in Translation things. Purple dragon bitch.
Purple dragon bitch.
Is that did we just come up with one? Is that Maleficent's name? Purple dragon bitch?
I think it should be. I think it should be. I think we can create this word. I'll ask Monty how to say that in Chinese.
Well, how do you say dragon?
Long.
Long. Long. How do you say bitch?
I think sometimes they say biao.
Long biao.
子龙表. Okay. 子龙表. Oh my gosh, here we are. Finally, 29 episodes in, we are creating language.
Long biao. I probably said it wrong, but still. Gather me. All right. So Hua Fei enters because Zhenhuan has finally arrived. And she apologizes, whatever, and they start getting into the little kitty cat banter. And Ling Rong is like, wow, I love the smell of these incense. I've never smelled them before.
Right, because remember, when they visit the Empress, she hates incense. Hates the smell of incense.
She only likes fruits and flowers.
She only likes fruits and flowers, which same. Actually, that's not true. I have really been lighting incense lately, because I'm lonely at my house. But she has been given this incense personally by the Emperor. And remember, it was like a couple episodes ago where they like put it in the gigantic, like little furnace looking thing, and they were burning.
They cut to that scene. They cut to a scene of that. They give us a shot of the incense burner.
They're like burning it, and you can smell it throughout the entire thing, which to me, bitch, maybe that's why she's not getting pregnant. Maybe it has something to do with some oleanders in the incense. Or whatever smells they are putting, birth control poppers in these incense. So when she burns it and she smells it every day, her ovaries just dry right up.
And maybe that's why we had
a 911 later on. Yeah.
We really got into it, and I missed my opportunity to sing. But it's too late now.
The magic of editing. The magic of editing.
It's too late now. I don't want to sing it.
Okay.
Maybe next time. I wrote down Hua Fei gives a threat. I don't really know what threat I'm referring to.
This whole scene is unneeded escalation because Zhenhuan comes in, and Hua Fei also comes in and is like, bitch, I need you to kneel for me. I need you to kneel. And Zhenhuan is like, why, Nyang Nyang? I'd love to kneel for you. But I'm also pregnant and I don't feel well, so you're gonna let me the fuck up. And then I think Hua Fei is like, bitch, don't talk back to me. Because if you talk back to me, then I'm gonna escalate the situation. And then Zhenhuan goes, well, I don't think daddy would like it if you escalated this situation. And then Hua Fei goes, well, daddy's not here. So actually, why don't you go outside and kneel and read this fucking book?
I don't remember Zhenhuan refusing to kneel. She does just kneel. But then she starts bringing up something about what happened to Hua Gui Ren. She was like, well, she was arrogant, and you see what happened to her. And she's like, so now you are gonna need to learn your lesson. You do not be arrogant and come late whenever I summon you, because I'm in charge. And so you're going to have to kneel and read the laws of the woman or whatever it is.
Right, like the Good Wife Sutras.
Yeah.
But I do remember in this scene, she does kneel, but I do think in this scene, Zhenhuan does throw it back to her to be like,
但嫔妾却不得不说，富察贵人有孕时，皇上和皇后都加以照拂。这不是为了富察贵人，而是为了宗庙社稷。嫔妾今日也并非无故来迟。就算今日嫔妾有所冒犯，但上有太后和皇后，方才贵妃娘娘所说的后宫随真性。 实在叫嫔妾惶恐。
Yeah, she does talk back. But whenever she like tells her that she must kneel outside and read, Jin Fei, Enningrong, and Shimei Trong are like, this is not a good idea. You should not have her do this. She is already sick and she is pregnant. It's hot outside, and this is so unnecessary.
Right. So I really did think in this moment, like, oh, thank God, like we are about to avert disaster.
No, but that just made her even more mad. And then Enningrong is like, are you sure? Are you really sure? Because if something bad happens,
you cannot avoid this. We are all here watching you do this. Like, you cannot cover this up unless you murder all of us. And don't get any ideas.
The Emperor is not going to be happy because we tried to stop you.
Mm-hmm. And everybody can see 1, 2, 3 girls down on their knees trying to stop you. But anyway, she carries on. But before she carries on, do you want to take a break?
Yeah, let's take a break.
It's time to shake it up with InstaShake.
As sexy sirens who are always living on the go, Big Westie and I definitely know how difficult it is to keep a healthy lifestyle while slaying the girls.
And we all love a big old shake.
I love InstaShake because they give you custom-made veggie juices, coffees, and protein shakes at the drop of a hat.
My favorite is the ginger turmeric shot.
And I love to get the Holy Grail.
Which one? The avocado, the nutty, or the matcha?
You know, on different days, I try different things. Now, the next time you go to InstaShake at one of its many locations in Shanghai, make sure to let them know that the White Gays sent you.
And maybe one day they will actually sponsor us.
All right, we are back, and we see the Empress Dowager is getting fed her medicine by the 17th Prince.
Yes, he is back, and he is, because, you know, the Empress Dowager has also been feeling kind of sick lately. I remember last episode, JoJo wanted to go and visit her, but the Emperor said no. But luckily, the 17th Prince has been able to come inside.
Oh, wow.
She is stressed about Hua Fei being in charge. She's like, I know that she has been here for a long time and she has been helping the Empress run things. But I know I just don't want her to act like her brother.
I mean, too late for that.
Because she's been seeing everything that her brother has been doing, and she's like, I don't want her to act like him. And then we cut to Hua Gui Fei acting like her brother.
Exactly like him. I mean, we're in literally that whole big open courtyard, which is, I think, where the court scenes happen even. Or is this the same set as the departure? No, it's not the departure.
No. This is a smaller area. This is a smaller close-off area. Because the departure and like the court scenes, that's like a big open area. This is like in somebody's palace.
Okay.
It could be like Hua Fei's like backyard or something.
It could be. So all the girls are there. What's crazy is that not only is she making Zhenhuan do this, but she's making all the girls like line up and watch her do this as well.
Well, Jinhwan's like, I'm not doing this. And they make Greg Abbott go over there and he pushes her down.
Like kicks her in the back of the leg, right?
Yeah. And she falls to her knees.
Really awful. I mean, like, he's very violent with her. She's crying.
And he's like getting off on it.
He's crying. He's getting off on it. And remember, Hua Fei
Greg
said that
Abbott.
this punishment is going to last like 2 to 3 hours.
It just depends on whenever she feels like it's done.
Right. She fucking just takes the book and throws it at her.
And Shin Mei Zhuang steps in and she's like, we cannot be doing this.
Right. This is way out of line. And she's like, well, guess what, bitch? You can go.
You're doing it too.
You can go and read, which is like, okay, bitch, sure. Like, if I'm Shin Mei Zhuang, I'm just thinking like, okay, duh, I was gonna do it anyways.
That's why I got
that.
that.
You, yeah.
But there was a part where Shin Mei Zhuang gets whipped as well.
Well, that's coming up. And I was shocked. Like, I mean, this whole scene, I was really, really shocked by, because despite like literally doing what Hua Fei has told them to do, Hua Fei gets bored and she goes like, 周宁海, and he's like, 这, and she just says, 打.
来人呢？
我知我想。
打。
And that's just a word to like beat them.
Beat,
so it's
yeah.
like, they didn't do anything. She's just like, I'm bored, go over and hit them. Which is like, she's literally pregnant and it's hot and the floor is hot and all the girls have been telling you like, this is too much. You are going to get blamed. Her baby is about to die. And you just think to yourself, oh yeah, you know what this needs? Beating.
Don't.
I just could not believe it. I just could not believe it. Jing Fei even goes back and is like, girl, you need to stop. And she's like, I'm gonna kill you too. And then Enling Rong is like, girl, you really gotta stop. And she's like, if you do it one more time, I'm gonna punish you too.
You're gonna join them.
Which to me, it's like, okay, Enling Rong, you've kind of showed your ass, because Shen Mei Zhuang threw herself in the line of duty. And yes, I can see Enling Rong, you're trying to help her right now, but you're really sitting comfortably from where you are.
I wanted a really fierce act of solidarity, and I wanted Tao Wei to also pop up. I wanted all the girls, even that bitch in the blue that I don't know what her name is.
Joy. We wanted
Joy?
all the girls to.
Joy's looking fierce in the blue. I do love the girls in the blue.
But they don't, because they're afraid. And you know what? They don't know that the show is called Zhen Huan Zhuan.
Yeah, they don't know that it's about her.
They don't. So in their minds, they're like,
it's about them.
It's about me. So I can be a what do they call them? When you see somebody getting bullying and you just like are standing by the side.
A bystander.
There we go, bystander.
Okay. We see Jade. And and this cutie little eunuch come up. He's like, I don't remember whenever we had Lady and Gentlemen on.
No, he's not a eunuch.
You're thinking of somebody else.
Oh.
Beforehand, a little eunuch comes up and he's like a cute little chubby little boy. Whenever we had Lady and Gentlemen on, they told us about
the eels.
Is it eels? No, not eels. No, told us about the challenge that they gave us.
Oh,
is it kawaii?
Naigo.
Oh, Naigo. That's what he was giving. Cute little boy.
Okay, and he comes up and he pulls up and says what?
I don't really remember what he says. I just remember that he was like a cute little boy.
Bless God and bless the gays.
Well, because I remember Jade.
Well, because Jade runs off and goes to the Empress Dowager, and they're not letting her in.
Tries to get inside.
Yeah, but she's like, no, this is life or death. And he's like, yeah, my life. If I let you in there, I'm dead.
Right.
Because she's sick and she's not seeing people right now. And but Ajin comes out. Who's Ajin?
I think he's a prince. I think he's a prince.
How do they know each other?
Because remember, I think we've seen him in a scene before with the 17th prince. So I think the 17th prince and him are obviously close and bros.
Oh, by the lake. when they were showing off their slutty little ankles.
Maybe, could have been. But I think just even more recently, like when the scene where Hua Fei's brother was really rude to the 17th Prince and wouldn't stand up and greet him.
Oh,
He
Ajin
was
was
the
there.
same one that was in that. He was the one being like, 17th Prince, you should be pissed off at him. And he was like, you know what? I gotta let it go.
So yeah, he's like, well, I was in there with the 17th Prince, and she's like, oh, the 17th Prince is here. I
Go
need
get him.
right. I need him right now.
Oh, now we gotta go?
That's what we get from that. And then we cut back to the courtyard, and Jinhwan is physically, like, visibly struggling.
Right, her eyes are rolling back. Her face is super pale. All the girls are like, she's about to pass out. And Hua Fei has the audacity to be like, well, let's see if she's acting.
Mhm.
Let's see if she drops her act. Like, she's just acting so that I tell her to stop.
And if she does pass out, that means that she's defying me.
Right, because she should be reading. Girls that pass out can't read. Everybody knows that.
She's not strong enough.
Homegirl drops.
Yeah. She
And
passes
Hua Fei
out.
like feigns like very shocked. She's like, what? This girl I've been torturing for over an hour. It's only been 1 hour. How is she already passed out?
Not yet. There's no shock yet. She's like, oh my God, are you fucking kidding me? Until because the 17th Prince runs in right as she passes out.
She passes out.
And comes and picks her up, and Hua Fei's like, excuse me, you can't come into my palace unannounced. And you cannot take her away right now. Because you
without
will
permission.
Without permission. I don't know who you think. I'm in charge right now. And the Emperor is going to be very mad about this. And you will get in trouble. And he's like, well, I'm here protecting an heir to the throne. And so the Emperor can give me his punishment if he needs to. Because I will be punished, but I will not feel guilty.
Right. Precisely. Like, okay, go off. Go tell him. Why not?
And so she's pissed off, and then they run off, and Michi Mao Mao's like, oh no.
Look.
There's blood.
There's blood.
This is when Hua Fei gets shocked. She says, how could this happen? What the fuck do you mean? How could this happen?
You stupid
Like, I've just been torturing this poor girl in the heat and telling my servant to literally beat them for an hour. There's blood? What?
Which, we forgot to bring this up, like, the incense. She brings up the incense.
Right. She's like, oh, she can't breathe. It's hot. Well, why don't I go get my incense and fan it at her face?
Mm-hmm.
That's what a girl needs on a hot, hot day.
So you're thinking that this is what causes the miscarriage?
I don't know if it causes the miscarriage because obviously she is under lots of physical duress. So I don't think it's any one thing. But I do believe that maybe this is one layer to Hua Fei's predicament where this prolonged exposure to the fumes of whatever is in this incense is compounding her infertility issues.
Also, it is not a confirmed miscarriage yet.
I hope you're somewhere praying.
I'm praying. I'm doing beads. I'm praying. I'm doing my rosary. I'm praying over this baby that was born 300 years ago.
That blood, oh no, and later it was confirmed to be from the coochie. Coochies be bleeded.
Coochies bleed.
They bleed.
And coochies are strong and resilient. So I'm really praying for this baby. Because, okay, so they do take her away. They like lay her down. Everybody's literally crying. Is it the 17th Prince who reaches into her coochie and is like, oh my God, blood?
Well, okay, so that's where I am confused because I don't think he reaches into her coochie, but I think he is the one that finds the blood. So maybe we are making speculations that it's coming from the coochie, but maybe it's like.
I mean, he was beating them.
Maybe
so she could have got bit her tongue or something.
Maybe she scraped her elbow.
Right. Or she sat on a sharp rock on her booty.
Yeah, or maybe she was on her knees for an hour in the gravel.
Right. It's not.
We have been told that it's not a smooth surface; it's a gravel.
Yeah. So
rational. I
he
think
could cut
that
his hand.
exactly. Lots of things. I
So
mean,
it's
was she
unclear.
wearing nails? Did she have a nail on?
She could have scratched him, it's true. Um,
Cut
so
your nails. Cut your nails, ladies. Get a manicure before you
yeah,
get
you
into
gotta keep them
fisting.
smooth. You gotta keep them smooth. So, anyways, he like removes his hand and it's very bloody and everybody's crying. And Jingxi is like, it's inappropriate for you to be here, 17th Prince. You need to go. Like, thank you, but you need to go.
What
And
was
I'm just thinking,
inappropriate? I
like,
don't get it.
he did the most romantic thing you can do, which is like save you from torture. And you're telling this man to leave. Like, I think he deserves to be second husband now. Like, what more does the
Do the
17th
girls
prince need to do to like become second husband?
do the girls get to have multiple partners too?
I don't think, but I think in this special case, he's.
Wow, on Women's Day.
That's what I'm saying. Equality. She needs to be able to have her own harem, and the 17th prince, he's worked. The 17th prince has done more for Zhenhuan than the emperor has ever done and wishes to ever do.
I say it. What I say it.
Yeah. I hate having this conversation though.
You love him because he's older and he has a mustache, but I have to see through those really, really superficial things to think about what is this man actually doing for me. And to be honest, the emperor is not doing much, but enabling my abusers. So anyway, somebody sends a letter to mommy and daddy at the temple, and we get to see them praying.
They're praying, give me a boy.
Give me a boy. Oh my God, that really just triggered a very dark and evil, evil, evil memory slash thought.
About Monty.
No, 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 not at all. It's about a website that I think needs to be shut down.
What, Mormon boys?
No, it's called bringmeaboy.com.
Oh, now we gotta go?
Is it like an escort service?
No, 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 no. On bringmeaboy.com, it's these very like scripted scenes where the kink is supposed to be a little bit human trafficking, where like you buy a boy, but it's obviously like that this is like a very like scripted environment.
Studio thing.
Yes.
Consensual.
Because then they also have like a website that's called like Fun Size Boys, where it's all about like
I do know what you're talking about. I have seen this before, and I was like, this is a little alarming. Yep.
Bring me a boy, bring me a boy.
Yeah, I have seen that one because there's like they're like all sitting in a room, and there's like all of the like the tops, and they like pick their little boys. Yeah, I have seen that one.
Yes, yes.
Because I was shocked. But yeah, the Empress is bring me a boy .com, funsizeboys.com, familydick.com.
And is this when they like get the news? They're like, Emperor, something is happening.
the Empress is like, I think this is something important that she's saying. She's talking about like how she is not able to have a baby.
Mm.
And that it's like very important that Zhenhuan is having this baby and that we need a boy to continue. And then
the family. Yeah.
And then somebody comes and is like, hi, the 17th prince is here to deliver a message to you, and he needs to deliver it to you personally.
Like face to face.
Yeah. And then that's it. That's all we get.
What the fuck?
No. I think I remember it was like really dramatic. They were like, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I saw today. Oh no. That was when Jade was like, you need to go tell the emperor. And he's like, I'm gonna tell the emperor everything.
But it ends with the emperor like, oh my God, what's going on?
Okay, well, are you ready? Because think about this. If this baby dies, what the fuck is gonna happen next?
My guess, nothing.
No, I really think like I think if this baby dies, Hua Fei is done. She's gone. Hasta la vista, baby.
I don't think anything's gonna happen to her.
I think that of all of the evil deeds that Hua Fei has done, this is the most open and this is the most severe.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think also murdering Roly-Poly Gui Ren is severe. I think poisoning Princess Wen Yi is pretty severe. I think killing Fuzi in the well is pretty severe. They don't need CCTV for this. This is like every girl saw it.
We all saw it.
The 17th
Prince saw it, and that is number one person to trust.
So I really do believe that if this baby dies, Hua Fei's time is up. However, I think if this baby lives, yeah, nothing will happen.
Yeah. Think about this. I think that maybe the baby is not dead because I have seen the opening credits and I have seen children running around.
Precisely. So I'm just gonna hold on to hope and hold on to these glimpses of the future from the opening credits.
Twins.
Oh my god.
I don't think that's gonna happen, but wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be
That
fierce?
would be very Beyonce of her. Beyonce.
Oh my god.
Think about this though. Like, who is left to throw under the bus? Did we see Cao Gui Ren in this entire episode? I don't think so.
She didn't say a word. She said that she like tried to put Anne down. She was like, "Oh yeah, you weren't here whenever she got the incense."
Because Hua Fei, her normal tact is to, when she's backed into a corner, throw one of her closest allies under the bus.
And that was, think about this.
Think about this. Let's take a break.
Hola, ni hao, konnichiwa, unjani, bonjour, hello.
Being a multilingual person is very fierce, but very difficult. But it doesn't always have to be.
Because we use Rosetta Stone.
I once bought my sister Rosetta Stone for Korean.
Right now, I'm learning Hausa.
And with code WHITEGAYS, you can get a discount from your Rosetta Stone purchase. All you have to do is go to the Shanghai Science and Technology Museum metro stop, go downstairs to the market, and find the lady with the jacket.
She will take you into a back room where you can browse through all of the languages she has to offer, like Klingon,
British,
and English.
A full selection of languages at the time of purchase is not guaranteed, and this is in no way associated with the legitimate Rosetta Stone Corporation.
Okay, we are back, and now it's time for
本周心机争宠装。
this is where we look at the looks and we decide who was the hottest bitch of the episode. Not me slurring on Women's Day.
Oh my god.
There's no conversation to be had here. It is the Empress asking for a boy.
It's true. She is in her full golden dragon regalia. They really dressed up hard to pray to the Amitabha Buddha. So
We're going to have to do a recount of the who wore it better. The Emperor, Trenty, King Gambit, or the Empress.
well, it's the Empress hands down. It's the Empress hands down. And you know why? It's because her little headpiece has levels to it.
Yeah.
Girl is dressed like CM Reap.
Who?
You know, like isn't that like the Golden Temple in Thailand?
Oh, that's in Cambodia.
Oh, in Cambodia. Okay, yeah. So yeah, congratulations. I mean, is there any honorable mentions? I mean, to me, I was so shocked
Joy.
by the drama. Okay, Joy. Okay.
I've been really into the blues.
Okay, I'm just so shocked that you're not singing Jing Fei for the first time in weeks.
Yeah, but in the blue, Jean Fei in the blue.
Oh, okay.
But you know who's wearing the blue this time? Joy.
Joy. Okay. Well, Joy is a lovely first runner-up. And the Empress takes it once again. Congratulations.
And that was
本周心机争宠装。
let's get into the challenge.
Yeah.
The challenge. All right. I put a little Easter egg in here earlier. Today we are doing another iteration of Lost in Translation. I used the chat AI to help me with this.
Oh my God.
All right. So in honor of Women's Day, these are some women's.
Oh, wait. So these are names?
Yeah, these are celebrities. Yes, this is the celebrity version. These are not words. These are famous ladies.
Shaka
Because
Khan.
Shaka Khan. This is the first one. I sent you the Chinese. The direct translation of it was sold to me as Hollywood Queen. Miss Hollywood Queen.
My God. 好莱坞女王. Okay. This has nothing to do with the characters, but I'm gonna just assume that Hollywood Queen is like Marilyn Monroe.
Meryl
Streep.
Yes. Meryl Streep.
Amazing.
She is our Hollywood queen. How many do I have today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, damn.
9. I have 9.
Okay, so I gotta get 5.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna not count that one, I don't think.
What? I got it right.
Okay, sure. This one might be easy, so I'll send you the Chinese, and then you tell me what it says, and then if it doesn't make any sense, then I give you the English because it might be too easy. No, fuck it.
Kaji.
Kaji,
Sister.
Sister K.
Sister K. Sister K.
And no, it's not Bimini Bamboo Ash.
Sister K.
I thought that this would be quite obvious.
It's not K Jewelers, but I will say Sister K is probably, I don't know, give it to me.
Trenton.
Katy Perry.
Kim Kardashian.
Oh, Kim Kardashian. Okay.
I thought that would be easy.
No, I hardly think of her.
This is the next one, the goddess of boarding school. What does the Chinese say?
Zhou du nu. Nope. Zhou du nu. Nu shen. Shen. Okay, yeah, I knew it was okay. Shen. Okay, so let me look. Let me try to read it. So the goddess of boarding school is Zhou du nu shen. Zhou du. Zhou du. I have no idea.
The goddess of boarding school is Emma Watson, based on her iconic role as Hermione.
Okay.
All right, next up we've got Little Sweet Potato.
小甜菜. Is it Britney Spears?
No.
Damn, I know that her name is like Tian Tian or something like that.
Britney Spears does have a there was a few of them, but I think one of Britney Spears's was Little Sweetie.
Yeah.
Little Sweetie, but this is Little Sweet Potato. This is Scarlett Johansson.
What the fuck? Because she sometimes has orange hair.
No, I guess just because she's a nice girl. Sweet girl.
Not according to Christy Carlson Romano.
Is that what Christy Carlson Romano said?
Christy Carlson Romano said that she went to high school with Scarlett Johansson in New York and that she was a cunt.
More slurs on Women's Day? Oh my god. All right, next up we have Silent Granny.
Silent Granny. Okay, I'm gonna assume that this is from the silent movies era.
Don't assume that. This is a modern leading lady, not in Hollywood, but in politics.
The Silent Granny.
Yeah, Silent Granny.
What nation's politics?
Not ours. She's not a current leading lady. She's a modern leading lady.
Hillary Clinton?
I just said not our nation.
Queen Elizabeth?
No, it's Angela Merkel.
Oh. Why is she silent? Why?
I
We
don't
need
know.
to empower women to have voices, and we need to empower women to be heard.
I agree, but it's Angela Merkel. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I think it's because
I think
the
she's just
characters are
old
Mocha, so it kind of sounds like Merkel.
Oh, I thought it was because she's like older and not very outspoken. I don't know.
Could be.
All right, next up we got Thunder Sister. I don't know why she's called Thunder Sister,
Ballet, yeah. Dale. Does it sound like Dale?
oh, that's why she's called Thunder Sister. Yes, kind of sounds like that way.
Is it Dolly Parton?
No, it's not a first name that sounds like that way.
Damn, this one is too hard. All of these are too hard. I give up. I don't know. Dale.
This one is Lana Del Rey.
Okay, I see that. Dale. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I'm loving her new music, to be honest.
What's that new song called? Did you know that there's a bridge underneath the Wangpu and I douched before crossing it?
Yeah, exactly. It's a hit.
Next up we have the Queen of Starbucks.
Xingba Ke. Is it just not the Starbucks mermaid? I mean, she's an icon.
It's not.
She's a legend.
It's not.
The Queen of Starbucks. It just makes me think of like a white girl named Brentley. Is it Madison Beer?
No, I said that these people were like famous.
Sorry to Madison Beer, damn. Okay. This is literally just the word. What you've sent me is literally just the word for Starbucks.
Well,
who is it?
It's Britney Spears.
Oh, you know what? In the back of my mind, I was thinking that it might be. Because she
Mhm.
loved to drink those vanilla bean frappuccinos.
Yeah, I remember being 6 years old once.
Oh my God.
All right. Next up, Money Woman.
钱婆?
It
Okay.
says nothing. It doesn't like rhyme with her name, but Money Woman has everything to do with the visual of her name.
What do you mean the visual of her name?
If you look at her name.
Melinda Gates?
I don't know how else to like say.
Kesha? Kesha.
Kesha.
Yeah.
Kesha with a $sign. That's the S. Last one. This is also a girly that had many names, but the one that I chose is Unlucky.
I think this is Dao Du. I don't know. Dao Mei. Okay, a girl who's unlucky. Dao Mei. Does it sound like Dao Mei?
It doesn't.
Okay. Then I am going to give it to Susan Lucci.
No. It is Taylor Swift.
Oh, I guess because all her boyfriends break up with her or something?
I
Or
think that's why they came up with that.
unlucky in love? I mean, we could go
Well,
into a whole thing about manifesting. I mean, really, is she unlucky or is this what she asked for?
speaking of Taylor Swift, we have exciting news about the Taylor Swift coming very soon.
Oh, I completely forgot. Well, are we gonna tell them?
Whenever it happens, yeah.
I mean, they're gonna know soon.
We'll see you in episode 30.
Yeah, well, you, me, and a very special guest. And you know them all too well. Well, did I win? I don't think I won. I think I lost pretty bad.
Yeah, you lost, but
Damn.
that's okay.
Next time. Okay, well, I think that we have left with a lot of drama. Let's all put up some prayers for this baby. But there's only one thing left for us to say.
再见.
Again. If you like White Gaze, we would love for you to leave a review of our podcast, give us 5 stars, and don't forget to subscribe to our podcast wherever you listen from. You can also support us by signing up to be a subscriber by going to anchor.fm/whitegaze/subscribe.
You can follow us at @reverse_cowboy_ and at Officer Trenty, and our White Gaze account is at White Gaze Podcast. You can find us on Instagram, Douyin, TikTok, and the Anchor app. White Gaze is not endorsed by Beijing TV Art Center. It is intended for entertainment purposes only. Zhenhuan Juan and all names, audio, pictures, and video clips are all registered trademarks and or copyrights of their respected trademark and or copyright holders. White Gaze is a podcast hosted by Weston Swift and Trenton Schneiders. Produced by Trenton Schneiders and Monty Shaw. Sound and audio by Trenton Schneiders. Media by Monty Shaw. Our theme song is White Gaze by Trenton Schneiders and Weston Swift.
Well, oh my good gay girly god, that is the most disgusting thing I think I found in this bed.
What is it?
I hate it here. I think it was a man's fingernail.
Lovely.